Here's a psychology fact most people aren't ready for. The people who don't post their photos on social media often understand something most people never will. Psychologists have studied this behavior for years. And once you understand it, you'll see why some people crave attention online, while others completely avoid it. Your confidence, your self-image, even how you measure your worth, is deeply influenced by this one psychological pattern. But here's where it gets interesting. Not posting your photos doesn't always mean insecurity. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Psychology shows that many people don't avoid posting photos because they hate themselves, but because they refuse to let external validation define them. And this next part explains why social media silently controls more people than they realize. Let's break this down. There are 3 psychological reasons why some people don't post their photos online. First, internal validation. These people build confidence from identity, values, and competence, not likes or comments. Their self-worth isn't outsourced to strangers, so posting feels unnecessary. Second, high self-awareness. They understand how social media works. They know every photo becomes a comparison, every like becomes a score, every silence becomes a judgment. So instead of feeding the algorithm, they protect their mental space. Third, identity protection. Some people don't want their image to become a product for public opinion. They value privacy. They value control. They don't want their mood to depend on how others react to their face. And here's the part most people miss. People who constantly post photos often aren't confident. They're seeking reassurance. While people who rarely post often already feel secure. Not always, but far more often than you think. Social media trains the brain to associate attention with worth. So when someone steps away from that loop, it's usually intentional. They're not hiding. They're choosing peace over performance. They don't need to be seen to know who they are, and that scares people who depend on visibility for validation, because silence looks like confidence to those who need applause. If that made you uncomfortable, good. It means you're becoming aware. Here's the psychological takeaway. Ask yourself this one question. If nobody reacted, would I still post this? If the answer is no, you're chasing validation. If the answer is yes, you're expressing identity. And the mental shift that actually helps? Build confidence offline, skills, discipline, character, purpose. When your real life feels strong, online approval stops mattering. You don't stop posting because you're insecure. You stop needing to post because you're secure. Most people will never understand this. They'll keep confusing visibility with value and attention with confidence. But real self-worth is quiet. And the people who truly know who they are don't need to prove it online. If this made you see social media differently, like the video so more people hear this message. Subscribe for psychology that helps you understand yourself, not impress others. And comment below. Do you post for expression or validation?